All right, court is calling 2021 CR 7498, State of Texas versus Jacqueline C. Sanchez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Karen Corby for Jacqueline Sanchez, defendant, Your Honor.
Are you Ms. Sanchez?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Jacqueline C. Sanchez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 7498 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on December 10th, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 12th day of February 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Jacqueline C. Sanchez, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, ma'am.
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of?
The moment Jacqueline says true, you can almost feel the air shift in that courtroom. It's not just a word. It's not just a word, it's the sound of her entire world collapsing in real time. Her face shows it all, the fear, the regret, and the understanding that she's just stepped into the final chapter of a long, painful story. She knows exactly what's ahead, possibly 2 full decades behind bars. That's not just a sentence, it's a life-altering reality. But even with all that's staring her down, she still agrees. This isn't just a legal move, it's her last grasp at staying in control of something. Anything at this point, it's no longer about winning. It's about surviving the consequences of choices that caught up to her.
All right, you're whispering.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, is for 2 years TDC.
That is our proposed agreement, Your Honor.
All right, why should I give her the minimum? What has she done on probation?
Judge, I can tell you that she did complete drug court. Unfortunately, she kind of fell short in reentry court. She had tons and tons of negative UAs. She had been working really, really hard. I believe that the underlying offense was 7 grams. So I know it's 4,200, but it was closer to the 4 than it was 200. And so she does have, I think, 139 days in jail. She just really just wants to put this behind her and move on with her life. She tells me she's been working for 2 years at the Tower of Americas. She's hoping they'll keep her job open for her, depending upon how, if you follow the recommendation, how long it takes for her to
Her lawyer is doing everything he can to steer the conversation toward hope. He brings up her stable job, her commitment to her family, even the fact that she successfully completed drug court. He's building a narrative of someone who's trying to rebuild, who wants another shot, but the energy in the room changes quickly. Because in court, effort isn't always enough especially when addiction has played a major role. The justice system weighs intentions, but it deals in outcomes. And past mistakes tend to echo louder than present progress. She even managed to buy a house, something that should speak volumes about her efforts to stay grounded. But in this setting, it's not just about what she's done, it's whether the court believes she can truly stay on track.
She's got a house that she bought. Her kids are living in it. They've been paying the rent. She's hoping that will sustain itself while she's gone. But Judge, she just wants to put this behind her and move on. But she did do a significant amount of work on this probation.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Jacqueline C. Sanchez.
All right, why didn't you do well in drug court?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Why did you not do well in felony drug court?
I didn't have the money to pay for the UAs, ma'am.
No, felony drug court usually will not remove you from their program because you can't pay UAs. Are you telling the court that you were removed from felony drug court because you couldn't pay for the UA?
And I had a relapse. I had drank 4 beers, ma'am. She actually graduated from drug court, I believe. And then she went to the reentry. So I think she completed drug court. So I don't think she had a problem doing drug court. I think it's when she got out.
So here's my question. Why did they remove you from their reentry program?
Because I drank 4 beers now on the 23rd.
No, usually it's more than that because felony drug court usually understands relapses. Am I wrong in that? Did they
They-
not understand that you had a relapse?
They usually do, ma'am, but this time they felt like I played them.
What do you mean by they felt like you?
This moment really lands heavy. Yes, she relapsed, she drank for beers, but it wasn't just the alcohol that shattered everything. What really turned the tide was how the court perceived it. They didn't just see a mistake, they felt deceived. One sentence changed everything. They felt like I was lying, then that hit harder than the relapse itself. Because in a courtroom, trust isn't just important, it's everything. Once it's broken, even slightly, the whole foundation of your case starts to crack. That's the brutal truth. The line between getting a second chance and getting 6 years can be as thin as whether the judge still believes in you. And when that belief is gone, it's nearly impossible to earn back.
I was lying. I lied to them.
All right. Probation?
Judge, the note that was received from drug court.
Well, just 1 second. Any objections to probation giving me some insight in whether or not I should follow this agreement?
Okay.
And also, they found on my phone that I was trying to get methadone for a friend because he relapsed and he was trying to get clean, and that's what I was doing. And I had somebody else ask me I was looking for marijuana for somebody.
Wait a minute, what?
I was looking for marijuana for somebody. They asked me to look for it. They text me if I could find it for that. I told them, yeah, but I never got to doing that.
Oh, so now we're getting to the point. So you were in felony drug court in the reentry program and you were looking for drugs for other people.
Which I think she was looking for methadone and possibly marijuana. She's not, the perfect probationer, but that's what she told me, Judge. I don't think it was in.
I made a mistake, Judge. I'm sorry about that.
Nope, you made choices. They're not mistakes, they're choices.
Trying to help a friend find methadone. That might be seen as compassion. But once those texts about searching for marijuana surfaced, even if she never followed through, they changed the entire narrative. Intent matters in court, and this raised red flags. From that moment, the judge didn't just see a woman working hard to stay clean. Instead, she appeared to still be orbiting the same world she claimed to be leaving behind, even if her actions were for someone else's sake. That's a tough distinction to make in a legal setting, because in recovery, perception can weigh just as much as progress. The question isn't just whether she meant harm, it's whether the court feels she's still tethered to the chaos of the past. And once that concern takes root, it's hard to shake.
All right, is there anything else?
Judge, again, we just ask that you consider the fact that she did spend a lot of time in drug court. She has been straightforward with you, I believe. And ask you to follow the state's recommendation of 2 years TDC.
All right, and do you want me to hear from probation or no, counsel?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think my client's trying to hide anything, Judge.
Okay. Probation?
The information that was received from felony drug court was, she did finish the program successfully. However, during the aftercare portion, there were UA tests with positive ETG results, and a phone search was conducted and text messages revealed that he was communicating with negative contacts and negotiating the sale of illegal drugs.
Okay.
I did reach out to felony drug court.
At this point, the 2-year deal is off the table. There's no rescuing it. The judge's tone hardens, cutting through any remaining doubt. These weren't slip-ups, she says. These were deliberate decisions. And that's where it hits hardest. This wasn't someone quietly struggling behind the scenes. She was actively texting about drugs during a critical phase of her re-entry time, when trust, structure, and accountability are everything. That wasn't just a setback, it was a signal to the court that she wasn't fully committed. In the eyes of the judge, that one detail sealed her fate. Because when you're given a second chance and you're still sending messages like that, it tells the system you're not ready to leave the old life behind. And that makes all the difference.
That, and it just was there not.
All right, so this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 6 true.
So I think it's,
I'm sorry, number 2 true.
Yes.
Thank you. The violation of condition number 2, the court is finding that to be true. There's a $1,000 fine. Time and money were run concurrent. Was the $57 ever paid for the laboratory testing? Do you know if you ever paid that?
Drug court? Was it
Ah.
to drug court? Okay,
Okay.
no, I have not taken.
Okay. There should be $57 restitution to SAPD for laboratory testing. If you would like, I could have you referred to the therapeutic community. It doesn't increase your time at the prison. It's just something to hopefully help you maintain your sobriety.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right, therapeutic community. Court's going to sentence you to 6 years.
She agrees to enter the rehab program while in prison, but it's clear this wasn't the path she had hoped for. You can see it in her expression. The disappointment, the quiet acceptance. This isn't what she envisioned when she walked into court. This wasn't the outcome she came to fight for. She likely imagined a chance to continue recovery on the outside, to rebuild life with structure and support. Kate, but now that vision has been replaced by something far more restricted. Still, at this point, there's no more arguing. No more room for negotiation. It's the consequence she has to carry in whether she's ready or not. The next chapter starts behind bars.
Give you credit for any time served. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right, did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I'm just leaving it to me right now.
Okay.
I explained to you. So you have one of the documents. You understand?
All right, did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
All right. Because this is not, I did not follow your proposed agreement with regards to sentencing. You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. Even though you're going to the prison, if you get out of prison and you need help, you feel as though that's not being addressed, so you don't know who to contact, felony drug court is always available, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good luck to you.
Judge could have ended it right. There just delivered the sentence and moved on. But she didn't. Instead, she paused, looked at Jacqueline, and said something you almost never hear after handing someone 6 years. If you ever need help again, we're still here. In a courtroom, especially one that just delivered such a heavy outcome, those words are rare. Most people walk out with nothing but silence and a sentence. But this was different. It wasn't just legal, it was human. Hearing that offer, even in the middle of such a harsh moment, was like a sliver of light breaking through all the weight and walls around her. It reminded everyone in the room that accountability and compassion can still exist side by side.